Good evening, everybody. Sammy Thunder here. Welcome back to the channel. And tonight we're going to talk about card show experiences. This is a preliminary discussion to the discussion down the road, especially on Thursday when Jason and I, my co-host of Cardboard and Cold Ones, we are going to be hosting a panel of card show enthusiasts, and we'll address concerns, we'll answer questions, we'll talk about our experiences and what we like about shows and what we don't like about shows, and go into a deep dive there. I want to take this conversation we have now and carry it into next week. So this is not going to be a super long video of why I love card shows and why you should love card shows, because that's not what I'm trying to do. I just want to have that discussion and just see what you guys think. I want to take your questions here and bring them into next week. Take your comments, take your experiences, and address them further. Because I feel like this is a good dialogue and conversation to have. Now, the one thing I will say is that not everybody has access to card shows. So they have to either wait for the national or wait for the nearest big regional show they can go to. And unfortunately, for a lot of people, there's really not many opportunities. But if they do get a chance to go to the national or get to go to one of these bigger shows, this could help. I think it could help, especially when you start getting all of the experiences that people have had and the suggestions and the advice. So I'll just share a few things that I have found worked for me, and we'll go from there. And again, I want to be able to take this and run with it. So my experiences at card shows, whenever I record and videotape the shows, the biggest, not complaint, but the top comments that I get about these videos are the prices are too high. Why would I buy a card at a show when I can buy it online through these online platforms? It makes perfect sense. You can get it cheaper that way. And of course, you can't argue that. The one thing I will say about buying a card in person is, one, you have a personalized conversation with the dealer face to face. You can pick up the tone of the conversation. You can pick up the mannerisms. You could, be able to create a personalized experience, and you put a face to the name of the dealer that you're buying from, and you build a personalized customer relationship with them. And I think that does speak volumes, especially when you start going to more and more shows. So that's one thing that I value about shows over buying online, is the personalized connection that you make with the dealer, because the next time you go to a show, you might find another card, and the more time you buy from a dealer, the more they get to know you. So that does become a lot more direct. The second thing I like about it is that you get to see the card in person, and you get to really go take a deep dive into that card and to see if the condition preferences, or if your preferences are met with that card. And yes, you could do that online through very close-up pictures, but there's a huge barrier between having a photograph of a card versus having it in your hand. And that is a huge advantage, in my opinion, about shows. And the third thing in particular about that is you can bring cards with you to trade towards what you're buying. I know you can do it online, but again, trades become a little complicated when you are doing it virtually versus in person. And the fourth and final thing I'll mention for this video, because I don't want to go too far down the rabbit hole, I want to leave this open for further discussion, is that if you have a friend with you, or friends in the hobby that are going to that show, that is extremely valuable. Have a buddy with you come to the table and be able to give you their opinion if you're not 100% sure. Everybody wants to help each other out. That's the beauty of this hobby, is that we are here to provide help and guidance. And you definitely want to have somebody more experienced if you are not 100% sure about a card, sure about a price. We are our best resource, but we have external resources as well that could help you guide guide you to make a really good decision on picking up a card. So I don't want to go too far down because I could spend a lot of time discussing this, but to finish this video, I would love to hear your questions, your concerns, your experiences at shows, what has worked, what hasn't worked, and build a platform from that so that next week we can go further into this. Because I think there's a big debate on where card shows are better or buying online is better. But again, for me, there's I wouldn't say there's a right or wrong because it's not. It's just what works for you. And but I personally love card shows. I've purchased stuff online as well. But let's talk about card shows in particular and see where this goes. So I look forward to seeing your responses. I will definitely highlight some of the comments I receive from this video, and I'll be happy to answer your questions, personalized questions. Also, so like I said, Thursday, Cardboard and Cold Ones will be doing a special live stream on this, but we'll definitely touch base on this next week. So I appreciate you guys watching. Definitely let me know in the comments what you think, and we'll go further next week. All right, have a good rest of your week, guys. Take care.